Hello guys, welcome back. Sorry not to get anything to you, I just haven't been having the best of days. There was the god that Loki wanted in. And we had gotten along okay last night, really good for a bit, and I woke up this morning not feeling so hot because I had a panic attack last night. And I said to Loki, I said, I know this god might want to work with me, but it's just because of stuff that's happened in the past and because of who this god is and their nature. This is not a friendly god. He's not mean or nasty or anything like that, but he's not friendly, has zero sense of humor. He's known for busting people down at random if he thinks you're not keeping an oath or something. So I think we all know who it is at this point. And I had made him his own hall. And we were working in his hall today, and long story short, he decided that even though he liked something yesterday, he didn't like it today because there was an artifact, like, behind it in the room. So I took it down, and we were having a disagreement about it. And I'm just thinking, we can't get together. Our personalities just clash. We cannot get along. We all have it. We all have at least one deity that we can't get along with. But I try to get him things. I tried my damnedest to do stuff, and I even tried to make repairs on stuff. Well, turns out that for whatever reason, I now can't get into any of my homes. All 4 homes are gone. I can't get to the store. I can get to the store in the overworld, in our world, but I can't in the overworld, in our world, but I can't get to it in VR. And I can't get to any of my homes in VR, so I go to Oculus support and I look around, and people have mentioned that it's happened to them, and Oculus considers it answered because someone else said, yeah, it happened to me too. There's no answer for it. People have tried reinstalling stuff. I thought maybe I'll throw all the mods out and go back to a plain home, but then what's the point? They told us we could mod. So I tried repairing some of the things, because some stuff you repair it does well. Some of it not so much. You destroy the item. And I don't know if it's because I did so much uploading, deleting, and everything the last couple of days, or it's just Oculus being Oculus, because Oculus is blaming Windows 10 because we've been having tracking issues, so it can't track you, and you'll like be upside down and backwards and everything else. And I got thrown out of the room yesterday. I actually got thrown backwards through a wall, which was fun. So I was just wondering, I'm like, is this god punishing me? Is this just Oculus being Oculus because it screws up all the time? Is this Loki interfering? Loki said it's not him because he says, you're agitated enough. Agitating you more at this point isn't going to help. And I'm just frustrated and I'm spazzed out, and I had a long talk with this god yesterday. I had a long talk with him today, and we can work and get along for a little while, but we basically can't work because he has no sense of humor, and I can't deal with that. Odin actually has a wonderful sense of humor. Not funny like Loki, but if you enjoy gallows humor, he does, and if you enjoy sarcasm, he does. This god isn't sarcastic. He tried to meet me halfway. And I just got the feeling that he was having problems with some of my design choices. It's weird as this sounds like a disagreement to have with a god, but he had his VR hall. He had one all on his own while he was sharing it with Fenrir. Fenrir liked it. Fenrir think mommy do good home. But he obviously didn't like it because you see the kind of decorating style I have, and Loki enjoys it, and we both like enjoy plushies everywhere and everything. And Loki had been trying to do his part because it was taking a while for the homes to load, so we had unloaded a bunch of Loki stuff. So the homes don't look sterile, but they don't have that Loki touch. The Pop-Tarts and Coke and stuff are gone. It doesn't have that Loki touch to it anymore, because we were both trying to make sacrifices. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get the home back or not. I might not. You can still run the game, so it's still be able to play games, but... And it also didn't help me get along with this god at all. And I said, it's really hard to tell now because I thought we were getting along okay years ago before that event happened, and then the event happened, and I was like, well, no. And I said, for some reason, it seems every time this god comes around, everything in my life falls apart. And I said, for a god of order, it seems every time you show up, everything, excuse my language, turns to shit and falls apart. And I said, I can't have that. I have to have order, and I have to have balance and discipline. I said, Loki, unfortunately, is better at keeping that going. So I think he wants to stay. But I'm like, no, I don't think so, because this is pretty common. When he shows up, everything goes directly to shit. And I said, it's just like we're opposing forces. He can be law and order for some people, I think, but I can be chaotic, but work with that chaos and make my way through it, and that's how I'm creative. And I don't think he's a big fan of the creative process. He'll watch, but it's this like a manager standing over you, watching you work. Where Odin's very curious and wants to see what we can get up to and what can we break now and could we change the color in that? I don't know. He asked me, and half the time I don't have any goddamn idea if it'll work or not, but we try. So it's just a thing of, I think it's going to end up just being Odin and Loki, and Loki's not happy. But I said, look, Odin's been kind of going through that courting stage where I'm seeing like all this American God stuff and all this Viking stuff was popping up yesterday in my ads. I said, Odin's definitely putting Odin's best foot forward, and Odin and I get along far better. We understand each other, and we'll give each other enough breathing room that we're not at each other's throats. But with this god, it's like give you absolutely no breathing room, and then wonder why you're extremely uncomfortable. I told him we just don't have personalities to go together, and I said I don't want any more panic attacks. I said we just don't work together. I said I don't care if it's issues from my past, or it's the event that happened where the crazy ass priest stalked me, but I said we do not work together. I said, I'm sorry, but if that priest burned it for you, or whatever the hell the reason is, it's irrelevant at this point. I said, I can't work with you. We've tried repeatedly over the years. I can't. So I'm probably going to die a horrible, painful death, but other than that, I don't know. I wish we could. I wish we lived in a magical world where all could be forgiven, but that's not my nature. I don't forgive. Guess who I get that from? Both Loki and Odin will hold a grudge forever. They'll hold that grudge and be proud of that grudge, so I know I get it from those two. And you guys know I'm not good. If you press me into a corner, I'll just stand my ground. I'll stonewall forever. So it's two disastrous personalities to put together. I cannot work with this god. I did do research today. I did my due diligence, and from what other people say, he is that way. He's very forthright. He's very good with veterans. I'm not saying he's a bad god. I admire him greatly. He's very good with veterans. He's very good for law and order. And there are other people that get along with him well, but we're just like putting nitro and glycerin together and giving it a little shake just to see what happens. It's not a science experiment you want to do. And I'm sad about it, because yesterday we were getting along great for like 3 hours. We tried today. It's like putting two pieces of sandpaper together. If you ever got really bored while you were doing a project and tried that to see what would happen, yeah, it doesn't feel good at all if you're going like this. It's two abrasive surfaces hitting each other. It doesn't feel good. So, yeah, I'm not explaining it well, but now I'm worried about my precious Oculus, because also, when he showed up, the damn headphone on the left broke. I can pop it back in the socket for now, but I think that damn thing's broken. You can't buy the another set of headphones, I don't think. And I'm like, damn it, I have enough problems. And he shows up and everything turns to shit like it usually does. I don't know if it's Loki retaliating, even though Loki claims he wants this god in. And God is claiming he has like ancestral right. I hate it when they do that, because it's like, that was my ancestors. That was a deal with my ancestors. It wasn't a deal with me. That usually doesn't work too well as an argument, at least not with this deity. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm not really in a gaming mood until I get that fixed. I don't know when the hell it'll fix itself because Oculus gives you no support at all. And I really thought, had I been able to have the foresight to see a couple years into the future, I would have got VR, but I sure as hell wouldn't have got Oculus because when it works, and when this shit don't work, it don't work at all. It's like a fucking doorstop, and it's done this before. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.